Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more PSL. Spooky season is done, but doesn't mean the PSL season has not ended yet. We are here for week 6 once again, and with 2 more teams to boot. But who are these wonderful teams? Who is my co-host? Will Silver get everybody's names right? Probably not that last one, but I do have a co-host.
That's supposed to be for me, right?
Correct. As you can hear, it's actually Flair once again. But we have 2 teams. We're going to go through these teams very quickly. We have Team Soul with 49 points and Prismatic Inc. with 39 points. 2 very tough teams ready to actually battle it out. Then, let's go ahead and learn about these teams. Flair, why don't you take Team 1, Team Soul?
All right, for Team Soul, we have the captain, Super Icy. We have Ember. We have Sprinks. We have Vickfirth. We have One Crash 94, and we have M, who says she plays ballpoint, but I never see her play ballpoint.
And then on Team 2, we have Prismatic Inc., with the captain being Save Frog, Mora Drad, Midge, Visibly Happy, Eggy, and Idredisi. Idredisi? Like I said, I'm going to actually butcher these names. But week 6 maps are going to be as following. Flair, go ahead and take it.
We're talking about maps. So we got Sturgeon Shipyard Turf War, Flounder Heights Splat Zones, Tower Control Hagglefish, Rainmaker Manta Maria, and Clam Blitz Crab Leg Capital.
Some wonderful maps.
Right.
And as I sent the password to Flair, we're slowly joining. Oh! Himself? That's not right. This is a long time before I had when I got this match. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. Quick, simple, and of course, PSL. As actually pretty much I was saying beforehand, spooky season is over. Who do you think who won? Who do you think actually lost? Who do you think actually gets glory for pretty much cleaning up all the skeletons? But whatever the results are, I made to pretty much everything. I got my tricolor video made. We're all ready to pretty much keep on going. Flair, since it's only turf war, do you have any guesses for the magical weapons we might see?
That's a good question. I can see. Let's see an Inzap.
Ooh.
Gray Inzap.
Ah, Inzap B5. Let's see here. I will go with my magical 8-ball here and pretty much come out with Ask Again later. No, I need Ask Again now. Ask Again and another timeline. Okay, how about an Octobrush? We're gonna throw this thing down the grate. I guess that thing was only available during the spooky seasons. As we wait for the rest of Team Soul to ready up, we have Sturgeon Shipyard.
Alright.
Sturgeon Shipyard. Spinner City, I like to call it sometimes. Team Soul on the left, Prismatic Inc. on the right. on Team Soul, we have the Orange N-Zap. Hey, actually an N-Zap. A Custom Junior, Ink Brush Nouveau, Tri-Slosher Nouveau. On Prismatic Ink, we have Slosher. Your gray N-Zap flares in there. A Splatter Shot and a .52 Gal.
Immediately 2 down a piece as they have a battle in mid. The two go down one side each, and looks like Prismatic has control of mid.
And we see Andre here actually pretty much trying their best, but gets actually failed by Sprinks with the Custom Junior, but Sprinks does get fallen down by, I think it was a Torpedo.
And the brush is flanking behind 2 of Prismatic. They're going to use the hammer. The hammer gets 1. They'll throw the hammer. Gets nothing. The brush is going to challenge the Slosher, and the Slosher wins that match. Prismatic still gains control of mid as the sodas are being pocked by the Zap.
So far, actually, it looks like Team Soul is actually pretty much having a slight lead on this one. I'm only saying slight, though. This game is actually can still change. Remember, Turf War is actually pretty much based actually the last 30 seconds of the match. So comeback victories are not too far. Vic goes down to actually to a Slosher, and this Slosher is actually staying up high and dry until a Torpedo actually pretty much knocks him down.
And the Tri-Slosh just fell into the pit with 3 people just waiting. The brush falls. The brush is gonna fight and trades with the Splatter Shot. Springs, the Junior's gonna move up into mid, goes down and trades with the 52 Gal as Coolers popped up. The Tri-Slash goes down. We got about 50 seconds left. Soul needs to find a way to get into mid.
They are actually pretty much in their low corner right now on their I guess that would be a dip flat. I technically don't know what you call that little area. I did take a look at the maps that well.
30 seconds left. It's just the Orange Zap for Team Soul. The Orange Zap is trying to stay alive, but it's gonna get pinched. Goes down. The brush tries to break into mid. They're gonna go into Prismatic's Plat. Prismatic is just gonna ignore them. Prismatic is gonna keep on mid. Gets no one. Springs is in her Plat right now. 5 seconds left. Springs goes down. 5 seconds left. Hammer comes out, gets thrown.
That brush is trying to actually get into Prismatic Inks. Does then pretty much. I think this might be actually Prismatics. I call him as I see him, but with only 2% on there for Prismatic Ink. Man, quick battle, but that's how actually Turf War goes. I do wonder if we have any subs. Is there a sub actually there? It looks like actually no subs are actually pretty much going to be coming out. Oh, spoke too soon.
For Soul, I guess.
I think it's Prismatic actually. No wait, yep, it's Team Soul. Next up is Splat Zone's Flounder Heights. Actually, here's a question, and anyone can answer this, but mostly to Flair. Which one did you like the most? Splatoon 1's Flounder Heights or Splatoon 3's now?
It says Splatoon 1, right? Because
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't in Splatoon 2. You know how
Flounder Heights?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No. Oh, no. I'm saying actually pretty much which one do you like the most? Splatoon 1's or Splatoon 3's? Because there are some differences.
I mean, yeah, if we're talking about that, Splatoon 1's Flounder Heights is a bit better just because of the side fling that's removed in this game.
Alright, as two teams getting ready up, let's go ahead and actually pretty much make our weapon predictions. And I would like to see a CDS.
Octobrush Nouveau.
Going with a beacon weapon.
Yeah, it has chumps, and like it would be in brush would be a pretty good weapon on a map like this with a lot of verticality. And beacons would just help get full in. So
Golden Aerospray is said by actually Storm, so we'll see actually which one of us is right. As we wait for actually the teams to actually ready up, we're gonna see actually pretty much who's right, who's wrong, and who's actually pretty much playing the weirdest weapon today. By the way, I meant to ask, what team did you choose for the Splatfest?
I mean, talking to me, it was Ghost.
I was wondering why actually pretty much you kept showing on my list. I didn't look at the Splatnet until the very after. All right, we're gonna see actually two teams here. Golden Dynamo. All right, go ahead, Flair.
All right, for Soul, we have the Splash Shot Nova Anarchy, we have the Gold Dynamo, we have the Octobrush Nouveau, and we have the Light Tetras. For Prismatic, we have the Flosher, we have the Gray Zet, we have the Splash Shot, and we have the Knot.
That Gold Dynamo, it looks very weird.
Yeah, problem I already see with Team Sosa, it's not much of an aggressive comp.
It really isn't.
Anarchy isn't going to be aggressive. Brush needs a way to come in. This is still a good map for Brush, but like, and then you have Dynamo, which is going to be slow, and then Light Tetris is going to be alright. I
kind of want to know, actually, what were they thinking?
Prismatic has a bit more balanced.
They really
like
do.
They have Slosher with the Tri-Strikes, Zap 85, and Splash Shot being both aggressive weapons, and then the Knot that can work off the paint that comes out from the Splat and Splash Shot in the end Zap. But right now, Soul does have a lead down to 50 on the count.
Yep.
Chumps come out. Ooh, 2 down for Prismatic, 1 down for Team Soul. Team Soul still gains control. We're down to 35, 2 down for Team Soul. The zone is neutralized again, but is capped again by the Dynamo, down to 29. It's like Prismatic's trying to get in. They get control of their zone. Now they're going to see if they can get the other zone and put some pressure on Team Soul. 1 down apiece. The Knot goes down. Tri-Strikes come out. 20. Down to 20 for Team Soul. Prismatic is going to need to find a way to get control of Team Soul's side of the map here.
Well, that Inkstorm might actually be some help right there. Even little droplets will still help.
Yeah, it's going to delay it, but they need the capture. They need that penalty.
They really
1
do.
down for Team Soul. Ooh, here comes the Spider-Man. The Light Tetras go down. Trizuga comes down. It's just the Anarchy. The Anarchy jumps in, but goes down. They're going to take out that beacon, and Prismatic finally gains control of both zones and gives Soul a 60-point penalty. The Light Tetras try to come in, goes down. The sodas are popped. Prismatic down to about 65. The Dynamo's gonna try to gain control of that upper area. Inkjet comes down, 1 down. The Splatter Shot, 2 down. Chumps come out. And Team Soul's gonna regain control here.
As we see, actually, pretty much Team Soul is trying their best to actually get inside and pretty much trying to, like, to get one, at least their zone back, which they finally did. Got both zones. Icy does take down actually pretty much 1 and I think 2? Or was that up above? That was up above. But 2 members of actually Prismatic is actually down. Icy here is actually trying their best to actually hold down their flank. Can actually pretty much Icy hold down their flank, but gets pushed out by the Slosher. Icy actually nearly dodges actually with the Inkjet on the Tri-Strikes.
Oh, 2 down for Soul. The Light Tetris is gonna capture back their zone. The zones are split right now. The Light Tetris moved back and Prismatic has control again. They got to burn out through that penalty. The Nova, 1 down for Team Soul right now, 1 down for Prismatic. Prismatic has control right now. Here comes the Light Tetris. Light Tetris go down. Prismatic just can control the zone. They're gonna have to keep control of the zone. That 45 seconds left. Inkjet comes out. Here comes Trizuka from the other side. The Trizuka takes out the Inkjet. Tri-Strikes come out. We're down to 45. The Dynamo drops. The Dynamo gets a trade. Neutralizes the zone, but Prismatic takes the zone back. We're gonna be about down to 45. The Nova's gonna come in. Nova's gonna see if they can try to neutralize the zone. They do, but Prismatic takes it back. We're down to 25. We have a lead change.
Yep.
And Team Soul gains control, neutralizes the zone immediately. They're gonna have to take control of the other zone immediately, though. 5 seconds. Only the Anarchy Nova's up, and that's gonna be game. Prismatic just has a comeback from behind win.
Man.
At the last moments.
Prismatic takes it for the win. Man, that was just a battle. Actually, that was just a battle. Of course, I think Team Soul could work on their weapon choosing a little bit. I can see what they were going with actually with the Splattershot Nova Anarchy, with actually the Gold Dynamo. Both actually heavy inkers, but I think they just need actually a heavy inker with along with probably a more Slayer type weapon. Probably like something like maybe a Dapple's Dualies or something. But as we get ready for the next one, which is going to be Tower Control Hagglefish Market. There is actually a slight change within the team rosters. Team Soul is actually subbing for someone.
That team's... yeah. What's next on the map list is Hagglefish
Tower.
No, I don't think you'd use Dapples. That's true.
Maybe
like,
Dapple's Nouveau then.
No,
really?
It's just it's not really a great map for Dapples.
Maybe it's just my optimistic way of thinking.
I think
as we get actually pretty much an argument between Storm and Alpha in my chat. Sorry, I had to call that one out because that was fun. That's funny. Storm actually Alpha saying Dabbles would be a terrible call for this map mode combo. Storm says, Alpha, why? Alpha just says, obvious reasons are obvious. Yes, I would agree, but come on! That's the devil main in you talking, Storm.
like my thought is you would either want to replace the Dynamo or the Octobrush because like they both have jumps, but like one of them is slow and then one of them relies heavily on everyone else like aiming to move. So there's like
maybe
two weapons that need a lot of resources. to operate.
This might be just me, but maybe actually the CDSs? That would probably be a better call than probably Dynamo.
You could replace one with a CDS. Like, it's either one or the other. I don't think you replace both. Yeah, Octobrush Nouveau is good on Flounder zones. That's the thing. But I think it's like, to me, it's like you have Octobrush Nouveau and then you have Dynamo. I feel like you use the Octobrush on this map and then you replace the Dynamo with something that's a bit more faster. And
this is gonna be probably sound very stupid, but probably if you want to play a still roller on that one, I suggest a Big Swig probably.
Like, if you want double chump, yeah, you could go with the orange Inzamp.
Yep.
Double chumps. Or like CDS. So CDS does have a 210 special.
Yeah. I don't really look at specials that often.
Mostly because it is used a lot in, I guess, the Turf War tournaments in Japan.
The CDS having that large of a special, I'm not surprised. Because depending actually pretty much how it's played, with a lot of good players on it, it's not...
And wake up. That's my question. Alright.
Sometimes I believe she doesn't go to bed. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some weapon protections.
But I think that's the other thing about using CDS is that you also have Anarchy, and Anarchy is like 5 shots to kill, CDS is 4 shots to kill, so both slow killing. So like...
But as we actually pretty much look at these two teams, I would like to see... You know what? I'm gonna play it safer. Ballpoint Splatling Nouveau.
This is tower, so it could work, yeah. I could see vanilla Splat Charger or Splatter Scope.
I was gonna say Splat Charger or Splatter Scope.
I mean, either one, they're the same weapon there.
Yeah, true. Anyway, as we we see actually all the teams preparing.
I mean, L3 in Splatoon 2 before it got hit had like a super cheap Baller, especially in the time when Baller was super good, so like it was gonna get hit. It had to get hit eventually. Like it got Baller too easy.
All right. Power control haggle. Okay.
That's now a ballpoint.
On Team Soul, sorry, you'll know why I'm actually a little worrying here. A Custom Junior Splat Roller, a Ballpoint, and Splat Dualies. On Prismatic, we have a Stamper, weird, and Zap, a Splatter Shot, and a Blaster.
Immediately 2 down for Team Soul. Trizuka coming out immediately. Doesn't get anyone. 2 down for Soul still. Big Bubbler coming out on the tower as Prismatic is going to move the tower up to the first checkpoint. Here comes the Zipcaster from the sword.
From the Stamper. I'm sorry, I'm a little actually pretty much preoccupied with this Stamper. Why Stamper?
Not a bad option. 3 down for Prismatic. Team Soul's going to take control of the tower. And they're going to try to work their way back to mid. The Splash Shot. The Junior on tower goes down. But it's like going to a standstill in mid right now as Prismatic comes back to mid. Crab Tank coming out on tower. Bubbler on tower. That's going to negate the Trizuka. Here comes all their specials. The Inkjet. 1 down. It's a delayed wipeout for Prismatic as Team Soul's going to get through the first checkpoint.
I think that real chance was actually that where M was standing on that tarp, saying actually pretty much it was a denying point immediately, as M is actually pretty much on the tower, gets splatted on the tower, and now Prismatic has the tower. A lot of tower changes.
Yeah, Prismatic has the tower, but Team Soul did get the lead by a second.
Yep.
So like now Prismatic's gonna have to find a way to answer back and take that lead back. Here comes the Zipcaster from the sword. The Zipcaster's going for the ballpoint. The ballpoint takes down the Zipcaster. It's one down a piece. Here comes Trizuka. Trizuka doesn't get anyone, but the Trizuka user goes down. Meanwhile, the Dually is gonna flank and is gonna challenge the Stamper. The Stamper goes down. It's one down a piece for both sides. Here comes the Inkjet. Two down for Team Soul. It's just the ballpoint who's in their Inkjet right now.
This guy exited on their Inkjet and pretty much now threw a Fizzy Bomb to actually pretty much to disarray them.
Yeah, ooh, the Trizuka gets one.
But does not
Here
get...
comes Big Bubbler coming out. And looks they're gonna trying to make their way. They're not two down for Prismatic. The Zap is still alive. The Zap still has Soda active. Two around the tower. Prismatic takes back the tower. The Zap is on the tower. There comes Weightbreaker broken out. The Prismatic's off the tower now. Zipcaster coming out from the sword. The sword. Let's go see if they can find anyone's sword. Doesn't do anything. Here comes Inkjet. Inkjet is gonna takes one. The roller took another. They're gonna push Prismatic out as Icy is on the tower. About a minute, 30 seconds left. Here comes Trizuka again. Big Bubbler comes out. That's gonna disintensify the Trizuka. Ooh, the roller makes it almost back to 44 on the tower, but goes down. Two down for Team Soul. Everyone on Prismatic still up. Cooler comes out. It's on the tower path, so it's gonna get destroyed. Minute left. Tower in mid. The Zipcaster comes out. Zipcaster gonna try to pressure the ballpoint, but the ballpoint lives at the Zipcaster is recalled. The Stamper goes down. Trizuka comes out. Two down for both sides. Inkjet coming out. The Zap is gonna try to flank. The Zap is getting chased by the Inkjet. The Inkjet goes down. I mean, the Zap goes down.
Man.
30 seconds left. Team Soul has a 1-point advantage right now. One down for both sides. Towers getting neutralized. 3 down for Team Soul. This is the last chance for Prismatic to push. They don't have a lead. They need to get on tower.
They really do. This is their final chance. Big Bubble does come out. Trizuka does come out, trying to actually negate everyone coming in. Splat Roars takes it down, and Icy gets on the tower and wins it for Team Soul. Now with Team Soul on the board, the score is now 3-5. Very nice to old Team Soul. Man. I must say, actually, a lot of Team Soul members actually pretty much a lot of time.
I was not paying attention. Did that reach OT?
Did it? I just saw that too. It's like, did that?
Let's do this. Flip.
Technically, I wasn't even watching the timer. I was actually watching the match.
Yeah, I think it's. Let me. Yeah, I think that was OT.
All right. Well, I'll give that point to.
But like, you may need to look at Splatnet for like final confirmation. Look a bit close to me, so.
Just woke up from a 15-hour nap. Let's see here. I know actually, it also records actually your history, if in private battles, if you're spectating. I'm serious. I'm not.
And
Not discounting
someone
you.
who was in that match probably needs to check Splatnet and see what the final time is. It feels like it's close. So, but anyways, we have Rainmaker Manta Maria.
Rainmaker Manta Maria.
The boat.
I would say I'm gonna get a whole bunch, actually pretty much people actually dislike me on this one. I'm gonna say a crack-on Splat roller.
I'm gonna go with Nautilus.
Now, people are probably gonna be saying, Silver, what's wrong with you? Well, think about it. Roller actually can make tracks. Beacon can actually pretty much actually get quick super jumps, and also Kraken automatically paints. Grab it right behind the Krakon. Voila, done. You can get actually to the first checkpoint very easily.
Alright. Yeah, that was totally my free guess.
All right, for Team Soul, we have the the Gray Inzap, Ink Brush, Nautilus, and a Kraken Splat Roller. Hey! On Prismatic, we have a Stamper, I keep saying orange, Gray Inzap, Splattershot, and a Nautilus. A lot of same on this, actually, two teams. But as we...
That's been...
I mean, two Nautiluses, the Stamper does act like actually pretty much like a roller, somewhat. I say somewhat. And first checkpoint is broken by Prismatic Ink. But I think, yep, that is actually no one around actually pretty much area to actually pretty much to push on. Soul now has the Rainmaker goes for actually the jump. Funny enough.
Yeah, they go through cuts. So, like, Prismatic does have the... Well, we were there first point.
Yep.
It's just the Nautilus there. Nautilus is playing very aggressive here. Goes down. Oh, but the brush just needs to grab it. And does take the lead.
Man.
Oh, the Zap is in a dangerous part and goes down, partly due to the Rainmaker shield. Yeah, Prismatic's gonna take back mid. The brush just runs away after he sees all of Prismatic just in mid right now. Everyone's up for Prismatic, one down for Team Soul. The roller is not in a good spot. The roller goes down. Prismatic has control of mid. They have the numbers advantage. It looks like they're gonna try to push. Here comes the Trizuka. The spot goes down. They're gonna move the Rainmaker back. That's a wipeout advantage of Team Soul. Team Soul's gonna pop the Rainmaker, and they're gonna
go for that jump again.
Score more points. They get it down to 36.
I guess this is one time where that jump actually comes in handy. As everyone actually on Team Prismatic Ink actually pretty much pops that Rainmaker and gonna wait out for a Rainmaker reset.
It looks like they're just gonna have the Rainmaker reset. The roller goes down once again. The Rainmaker resets back to mid. Prismatic looks like they're getting back control of mid. Looks like the Zap tried to go for a flame but got caught.
and goes down to the other Nautilus. As we see a seagull go by.
Oh, and now Prismatic has an advantage. Prismatic is going to go for the cut. They get the cut. Here comes the brush. The brush intercepts the Rainmaker. The Rainmaker goes down. And Team Soul, once again, has a 1-point lead.
Man!
Oh, they get the pop, but it goes down, and the brush is going to smartly reset the Rainmaker.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Yeah, Team Soul has a 1-point advantage right now. Can they keep it? Well, they do keep it. The Rainmaker's back in hallway. The roller is gonna take the Rainmaker again. About a minute 20-second left. Looks like they're gonna try to do a little bit of stalling here. Rainmaker's being pushed back up to bunker. Here comes the killer whales from Team Soul. Doesn't connect much. One down for Prismatic. The Rainmaker's inching its way towards mid. Oh, here comes the sword. The sword takes down the Rainmaker. It's one down apiece for both sides. The sword and a zap. The zap goes down. The Rainmaker is popped by Team Soul. The sword goes down. Here comes Trizuka. Trizuka goes down, and Team Soul has control of the Rainmaker once again. About 30 seconds left. Team Soul just needs to play very carefully here. One down. Oh, they have a spot. Oh, they're going up there.
They're tight roping. Why?
That's an interesting spot.
That is an interesting spot, but that's gonna be more for an advantage on Prismatic Ink than anyone else.
Well, Prismatic Ink is gonna have to gain control of mid. They're gonna have to get the Rainmaker. They have 10 seconds left in regulation. 2 down for Team Soul. Oh, they go down to array the bomb.
Oh, they need to actually pop, and no, not even an OT. Man.
Oh, I think it was a bomb from the brush. The brush threw a bomb. The Rainmaker got stuck on by that bomb and went down. That practically closed the book of that match. Once again, Team Soul wins by a point.
Man. Alright, next up is Crab Lake Capital Clan Blitz. Try to say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, Team Soul took the lead with 1 point in tower control. In Rainmaker, they were able to defend the lead by 1 point.
You can say it's a near-shotted victory.
And it's like 1 point away from still being in this. That's a difference from still being in this set and from giving the set to Prismatic. So like now, can Team Soul finish the comeback and win the week, or will Prismatic finally get that last win thing for the week?
Comp wise, I think it was actually a different on Prismatic was better. I can agree. I kind of agree. There was a lot of actually similar comping between the two, though. Didn't quite play out where they were able to actually capitalize on that. Alright, as we ready for the next match. By the way, did we ever get a confirmation actually on that OT point back in Tower?
I don't think so, but probably wait until like after the match for like final confirmation.
So this might be actually pretty much a tiebreaker. I say might because I wasn't watching actually the
I mean,
timer.
Either way, I believe this game does determine who wins.
It does.
So,
because
like,
if they did have the OT point, it was actually pretty much, it would be 6-6.
Yeah.
But right, as I kind of looked at it, because I wasn't really paying attention to the timer, because I was paying attention to more of the action. it's gonna be staying at 6.5 on my stream until pretty much someone actually tells me, hey, Knucklehead, you're wrong, type of deal. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, Flare, go ahead and take this one.
Alright. For Team Soul, we have the Orange Zap, the Ink Brush, the Ballpoint, and the Sploosh. For Prismatic, we have the Vanilla Slosher, the Gray Zap, the Splatter Shot, and the Wiper.
Very interesting, actually, pretty much comps. As actually, the Wiper does go down. I see actually.
Oh, it's 3 down for both sides immediately. It's just the shot and the zap.
Man. Ooh, and Icy goes down to a Splat Bomb from the Slosher.
2 down already. The Brush is kind of stuck in no man's land. They go down. It's just a Ballpoint. Tri-Strike's coming out. That's going to really move the Ballpoint around. Here comes Hammer. Hammer is going to break a path for the ball. 2 down, and Prismatic's going to take the first score, and we're down to 60. Only the Ballpoint alive. The Ballpoint's going to use their Inkjet. See if they can try to get a pick. They do get 1 pick off the Splatter Shot. That's going to close the basket. It's a 40-point lead for Prismatic with about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left.
As we see, actually, Vic here is actually trying to clean up a unwelcome mess. Vic does go down to actually to the Splatter Shot. Trying to actually their best. Prismatic is collecting clamps and trying their best actually to avoid the lasers of death, aka the killer whales, and the inkjet that M is firing at them.
Yeah, just 1 down for Prismatics there. Zap. Here comes Trizuka. Trizuka doesn't connect with anyone. Here comes the Hammer from Vic. Hammer's gonna try to make a path. The Hammer goes down. 2 down for Team Soul. And 3 down for Team Soul. It's just the Brush. The Brush goes down. Delayed wipe. And looks like Prismatic has control of mid. They have a ball. And see if they can find a way to get in with 2 specials. Ready to go. They pop the cooler immediately, too. 2 balls for Prismatic. Tri-Strike's coming out. Here comes the ball. They score. Penalty is down. Just the zap at near the basket. The zap goes down. That's going to be the push. That takes out the penalty. But that gives Team Soul an extra power clam to work with here.
Amos actually holding on to that power climb. They're probably going to wait for a, I like to call it the push and wait scenario.
They have 3 power clams ready. They took one of the pity clams.
Yep.
It's interesting. They just need to find a way to push in. Here comes the Inkjet. 1 down for Team Soul. The Inkjet is not going to... Gets a trade from the Slosher. 2 down for Prismatic. 3 down for Prismatic. Here comes the Brush. The Brush is going to take the score. Here comes Icy. Icy gets the kill. Icy does not get the score. Ember misses the ball. Gets the ball back. Here comes Vic. Vic needs to score. Vic doesn't score, and we're down to 68. Prismatic with an 8-point lead.
Man, as we see, actually, pretty much the basket is reset. Prismatic does have a power climb in their waiting line. And it is a Slosher versus Brush battle. The Slosher does win against the Brush. Pretty much.
And 2 down for Team Soul. Tri-Strike's coming out. Okay, 1 down for each side. A minute left. 2 down for Prismatic. The Slosher's facing the Brush. The Brush evacuates. It's just 2 in mid right now. 50 seconds left. Team Soul needs to make a power clamp, and they need to find a way to get in. Here comes the Inkjet once again. The Inkjet goes down. 2 down a piece, 30 seconds left. The ball holder is gonna jump back into spawn to stay alive. Here comes the hammer. The hammer goes down. 25 seconds left. Prismatic has mid control right now. Team Soul needs to find a way to get in. Prismatic is trying to stall 1 down for each side. 15 seconds left. Tri-Strike's coming out. That's gonna push some of Team Soul away. Here comes Hammer from Prismatic. Hammer goes down. Here comes Wavebreaker. 3 seconds left. 2 down for Prismatic. We're heading into overtime here. This is where they need to find a push. They have about 15 seconds left. 1 down for Team Soul. Here comes Inkjet. Here comes the Brush. The Brush is going through Grades. Brush is stopped being stalled by Grades. They get open the basket. But they're not gonna get any more. That's
gonna be it.
Prismatic takes care of that push, and that's gonna be game.
Man.
I was talking about the second pity. They took the second pity. Taking the first pity for the second pity to spawn is a good move, but like taking the second pity, typically don't want to do.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's
usually one pity always available.
That's gonna be actually a 6-2 and 8, or a 6-2 and 9, depending actually pretty much on that call from actually tower control overtime points.
Yes. Yeah, you want to use you always want to have a pity that way. If you have a basket open, that way you always have it there. If someone's around and there's a way to use it, you can use it. Basically, you always want to use that. You always want to have a plan when using that pity clam. Like if you grab the pity clam and die, and you just basically wasted a power clam.
Yeah.
That's always available.
Well, anyway, that's going to be concluding, actually, the Team Soul versus Prismatic Inc. Week 6 of the PSL Season 8 match. Any last words, Flair?
Nothing much. No.
Well, I'm your host, Silver Shout. This also has been Flair. I'm going to have to go take a nap. And I'll see you guys next time for some more PSL action. Remember to stay unique. See ya.